BBC Radio Berkshire.
I'm Luke Mahon. I bought a new house from Taylor Wimpey. We bought the house because we were hoping to start a family, wanted something quite big, and that was all finished and done and clean and ready to move into. And that was the whole point about buying a new build. It should have been very simple. We should have moved in September, moved our furniture in and just got on with living our lives. The reality has been quite different. When we moved into the house, we noticed there were quite a number of snags. Snags are quite normal with a new build house. We expect there to be snags. The snag list that we had, our initial snag list was about 140. We've subsequently found probably another 100 snags on the house. So I wrote a formal letter of complaint to Taylor Wimpey head office. I copied in my solicitor and also copied in the NHBC, who sign off all these bills. I had a response back from my solicitor, a response back from the NHBC. I had nothing back from Taylor Wimpey. So I turned to social media and I set up a Twitter account, which is called @MyHouseSucks. And I took pictures. I walked around the house and just took some random pictures, and I would tweet them out and say, here's an example of what it's like living in a Taylor Wimpey house, and this is what I found. For example, we had no insulation in our loft space at all. We subsequently found out that the windows aren't sealed either, so we had big drafts coming through the windows, drafts coming through the, effectively we just had plasterboard and then our roof and then vents going out. So there was nothing to protect us. And there are other examples of things that don't meet building regulations. For example, we have air bricks which are on the ground and so on. There's a whole host of things which are really quite serious. Normally in a situation like this, you'd expect that we could go to our customer care manager. Taylor Wimpey pride themselves on customer care. So I should be able to go to my customer care, speak to my customer care manager, and they would come out and they would rectify the problems. That process at this particular site was fundamentally broken. The site manager was very rude to us, came on site. He actually looked me straight in the eye in our master bedroom and said, well, we're not building Rolls Royces here, which I thought was quite an insult given that this is the most expensive thing that we've ever bought. And nothing was resolved. Lots of promises, but nothing happened. All the benefits that they say go along with a new build house, in my experience, I haven't seen. So we're here for a long time, don't get me wrong. We've invested in a big house. We don't plan on moving, but I think if we were to move again in the future, I don't think we'd look at a new build house ever again. So.
BBC Radio Berkshire received the following statements from Taylor Wimpey. We would like to apologise for the issues some of our customers have experienced with their new homes at Loddon Park. We are in regular contact with these customers and have met with them to discuss their specific concerns. During these meetings, we have agreed the work will be undertaken to resolve the issues, and we have allocated additional resources to ensure that this is completed as soon as possible. As one of the UK's largest house builders, Taylor Wimpey prides itself on delivering quality homes across the country. These are exceptional issues that are in no way reflective of our high standards.